And I just want you guys to know I regret everything I've said. I regret every action, and I'm sorry to the people I've disrespected. And I know in my heart there's no way for you guys to forgive me, but I can't sit here and not try. I can't sit here and watch as the entire internet sits there and judges me for my every action.
So the last two videos I made on the Call Me Carson situation just performed absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to every single one of you guys who watched that video, enjoyed it, maybe stuck around, subscribed. All you guys are the best. Up top, up top. Yeah, a little birdie told me that if you subscribed to this channel in the past week or so, you are an absolute boss. You don't contract COVID-19. COVID-19 contracts you. Okay, probably a bad example, but I was just trying to hype you up, man, okay? Seriously, I hope you don't get COVID, wear a mask. Anyway, Call Me Carson, back on topic here. So pretty much this entire situation has wrapped up, you know, everybody's made their piece on this, everyone has said what they needed to say. So yeah, I thought that I would just make a video regarding my final thoughts on the Call Me Carson situation. So the first thing that really frustrates me about this situation are the people who are genuinely convinced that Call Me Carson is a P3-dophile. All things considered, okay, even when we consider what Carson has done, you know, even considering his actions that he took that are frankly disgusting, literally nothing at all that got exposed here would at all indicate that Carson has an enjoyment toward prepubescent girls. I think people using the P word here are actually just forgetting the actual meaning of it, and I think that's honestly kind of slanderous. If it's not slanderous, it's incredibly reckless. Because in no way, in no world should we be conflating Call Me Carson with people like Kiwis and Mini Lad and Lion Maker, because these are people who are actual threats to little girls. And while I do think what Call Me Carson did is completely disturbing, I do not think that it is anywhere close to as disturbing as the things that these people have done. And I saw a video on my TikTok For You page the other day of somebody who had made a beautiful painting of Call Me Carson. I assume that she was a big fan of him, decided to completely ruin her artwork by painting over it with the words P3do, and then it says freak or something. And this to me is just so sad on so many levels. I mean, obviously it's sad that she felt the need to do this. It's sad that she thinks that he's a P3-dophile. It's also sad that Carson has put himself in a position to where people interpret that of him. But at the end of the day, I do think that Carson, unlike these other people who I mentioned, I think he's worthy of redemption. I honestly do. In a world of cancel culture where people aren't allowed to make mistakes anymore, it's gonna be strange to see how this Carson stuff plays out in the, upcoming months. Because in every screenshot that we've seen of Call Me Carson acknowledging his mistakes, he literally does just that. He acknowledges his mistakes. He himself even acknowledges that what he said was disgusting. And in my opinion, I think that, you know, all things considered, I believe that Carson should still be able to have a platform. Obviously, the first step to that would be some sort of, like, public apology, whether that would be a video, tweet, anything like that. Hopefully not a Reddit post that reads, "Hey gamers," but we'll see. Now that I've made it clear that I don't think Call Me Carson is the most evil person in the world, yeah, he is definitely not getting off that easy, okay? I mean, he's not innocent. However you want to twist the story, Call Me Carson had a S3 actual relationship with a minor who was a fan of him. And even when people bring up the point that, you know, Carson was 19, this girl was 17, I don't think that's the major issue. I think the fact that their entire relationship started online, fostered online, and concluded online is more important than the actual age difference. We live in a world where obviously it is more socially acceptable to be dating a 17-year-old as a 19-year-old if you know the 17-year-old in person. Or if you had met them at school, perhaps you guys were in the same grade, or if you met at somewhere else that was, you know, in real life, that would be practical. However, obviously that's just not the case in this situation. This girl only met Call Me Carson because she was a fan of his work, she was a fan of his content, you know, that's about all you need to know. They weren't friends, they weren't equals in this relationship. Call Me Carson was almost 100% the power holder like the entire time. Carson had the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, and he had the ability to snap this girl away whenever he wanted, okay? And that is not how a relationship should be. And the relationship wouldn't be like that if CallMeCarson wasn't a famous YouTuber, okay? It simply would not be the case. A 17-year-old dating a 19-year-old who wasn't a famous YouTuber, the power dynamic would be a little bit different, okay? And especially if they hadn't met online, again, power dynamic would be a lot different. And all that considered, a lot of people are disappointed in Carson for that reason as well. So now that we've spoken a bit about the age difference and the power dynamic, I just want to go into a little bit about the actual content of these messages. I'm not going to pull up any screenshots. I'm sure that you've seen them all by now, and I also just don't want to lose any money on this video. But a lot of the things that Carson was found out to be saying in these screenshots frankly came across as deceitful, manipulative, and just, you know, straight up rude. I mean, there were points where he would literally say that he was talking to girls for the sole purpose of a S3-actual relationship, or only talking to girls because it would get him turned on or something. It's just not something that, as a content creator, that you should be talking about or discussing with your fans, especially if they're 17. Listen, dude, I understand that CallMeCarson might not be a 10 out of 10 when it comes to his appearance or physical characteristics, but dog, I think that if you go up to any girl or meet any girl locally who is of age and you tell them that you have 3 million subscribers on YouTube and you've played with PewDiePie, I think that's going to increase your chances of getting with a girl that you will literally get in zero trouble for getting with. Like, I just don't see how that's so hard to grasp, dude. I mean, you have 3 million subs. Why don't you just go out to, like, some party, go clubbing, find a girl who's clearly of age and maybe interested in you, tell them you got the 3 million subs, and, you know, I mean, maybe the clout helps you get there. Yeah, but either which way, just do it in a way that's legal. But yeah, to sum up my final thoughts, I am definitely disappointed in CallMeCarson. I am frustrated with how he's behaved. I'm not as angry as some people are, because there are some people who are just furious, and I think that that's reasonable, but at the same time, a little bit unreasonable. I think when a lot of people hear buzzwords like underage or grooming or allegations, that really just riles them up. And people really just don't want to do research on certain things, so they'll just form their entire opinions on a certain situation literally just based off of those buzzwords. People literally hear the words underage and CallMeCarson in the same sentence, and they'll actually like compare him to Jeffrey Epstein and Jared Fogle. And I understand that a lot of it is a joke, but there are some people who see jokes like that and think that it isn't really that far from reality when it really is really far from reality. My hope is that someone like CallMeCarson, who to me seemed like a pretty wholesome creator, comes out with a response that is, you know, very apologetic, one that is genuine and heartfelt, so that the people who are planning on never watching CallMeCarson again that were longtime fans maybe reconsider their decisions. So yeah, hopefully this video can help provide some closure as to my thoughts on the situation. Hopefully I'm not shoving my opinions down your throat, but rather just giving you the facts, giving some things that I think are pretty non-arguable, and helping you form your own opinions about the situation. But yeah, with that all being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, join my Discord, follow my social medias. Special thank you to my channel members for helping me make the content that I really want to make, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.